Legal Service Coordinator of Lowin here in South Korea. Today, I am here with Attorney Alex to begin our first podcast. Since this is new, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Attorney?
Okay. Hello, my name is Alex Lee. I'm an attorney at Lowin that specializes in foreign cases. I'm here to share information with those who want to know about legal matters that foreigners may come across in Korea, and we plan to start from divorce.
That's right. And first of all, I want to say that I am very excited that we are finally doing this podcast together because I feel like we can have more connection with the listeners and be able to get closer to each other in terms of exchanging information and thoughts. And who knows, there could be more that we can share things from here, right? Right. So, what about you, Alex? What do you expect from our podcast?
Well, Mary and I have been working together for a very long time, and we've been hoping to create a channel that we can communicate with people in need. So I'm also very excited that we are finally launching this podcast together.
Yes. So, okay, just straight to the point. I've been receiving a lot of inquiry from people living in Korea and outside of Korea. The inquiries that I often received were about immigration related, labor related, business related, criminal case, divorce case, and many more. Among them, I and attorney Alex thought of divorce case as our first topic since we are handling many divorce cases with different situations. So I thought about this topic for a while. You know, why do people think of getting divorced or trying to get divorced? So for this, I want to ask personal question, attorney. What comes to your mind when you hear the word divorce?
Well, as you mentioned, personal, apart from the fact that I'm not even married, when it comes to divorce, I like to twist the question a little bit. I would say that people are getting divorced in pursuit of happiness. Obviously, they first get married to get happiness by creating a new social and financial union, and later, for several reasons, their marriage is not working out as it's supposed to be working out. And those who are more assertive, who are more willing to find happiness, can also see divorce as an option. And whether international marriage relationships in Korea are more vulnerable compared to relationships between Korean nationals is an issue at a different level. And I would say most common factors that we can usually assume is that there are cultural differences.
Right. So, attorney, you mentioned about cultural difference. In cultural difference, there are lots of reasons and conflicts. And that is why international couples are thinking of getting divorced at least once. Based on divorce inquiries that I have received, foreign spouses have difficulty in communicating with their husband or wife in Korean. And I want to mention this part because usually once the foreign spouse get married to Korean, it's an obligation that they must learn Korean, you know, it is required for them. However, it is very hard to learn Korean and it takes a lot of effort and time. So from there, having misunderstanding is a common issue between the couple. And this made me think, why only foreign spouses need to make efforts on learning Korean, not Korean spouse, you know? Why the Korean government demand the foreign spouses to learn almost everything? This isn't be one way, right?
Right.
Yeah, so the government must demand Korean spouse to learn the culture of his or her spouse as well. What do you think, attorney?
Right. First, it should be done both ways. But maybe part of the reasons is that maybe because most Koreans are being selfish and sedentary, in terms of learning about new culture and different languages. They only like to learn English, but if it's not English, they don't want to learn.
Right.
So it is so true that it is unfair.
Yes. So today we will talk about such reason that leads to divorce. Like we mentioned, a language barrier and some other common reasons why foreigners call us to talk about their divorce. Another common ground that I have been hearing is the ignorance or insulting. Korean spouse or his or her family think that foreign spouse doesn't have ability to do certain things just because they are from different countries. And this could lead to discrimination or look down on them.
And such discrimination can worsen mutual understanding.
Right. So I also heard lack of financial support as a reason. Well, this can be a serious issue for a marriage couple. So such is something that we can talk about, right?
Right. Also, distribution of responsibilities regarding childcare and support can be a serious problem.
So, attorney, what do you think is the next step after people think about getting divorced? What do you think they should do?
Well, if I were in their shoes, I think I would first tell my closest friend or family about it, that I'm thinking about getting divorced, because it always helps to sometimes just to spit it out. So I think that's the first thing I would do. And then I'm going to search the internet, YouTube videos, and try to read articles or blogs related to divorce. And later, if I'm really, really serious about getting divorced and my thought of getting divorced has matured enough, I would try to find a legal expert and ask them what I should really do or where I should start. And ironically, your married spouse should be the last person to know about your plans, because you cannot disclose information in advance to your potential divorce.
Right, I agree. This is definitely a smart way to do. And of course, you must seek for someone who knows about this the most. And that is why I would encourage people to do so. That way, it will be very much helpful for them to make decision.
Right.
This is a pilot, so that's it for today. Next episode will further introduce the actual grounds for divorce among international couples. Thank you for listening today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.